Jake Gidell with Civic Center TV. We're here at West Bloomfield High School. We'll be talking to Principal Pat Watson. But alongside me now is Ron Bellamy. Thanks for joining me, Ron.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So first of all, congratulations on your team's success this season.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. This is my 5th year here at the high school, and every year, we seem to get better, and we seem to find different and new ways to get better. And last year, we just missed the playoffs by 1 game and losing the last game of the season to Oxford. So this year's been great. 7th game of the season, we're able to clinch our 3rd ever playoff appearance here at the high school. So, everyone's happy. The community, the players, the coaches, the student body, everyone. So it's a great time in West Bloomfield.
Missing it by just 1 game last season, how do you think that helped motivate your players and your coaching staff in the offseason?
It was great. As a coach, you're always trying to find new and energetic ways to motivate your guys. And I think the biggest thing for us was to really emphasize the importance of why we didn't finish. We have to finish the deal. And this year, I think we got off to a great start and we're able to have a lot of success.
Seems like you and your team are definitely enjoying your winning ways, and deservingly so. How do you think that a winning football team affects the rest of the school and the rest of the community?
Oh, man, it's this school. I mean, we have a new principal with Mr. Watson, and he's a fun guy. He's an energetic guy. He's a sports guy. So right now, it just made sense for us to have a good football season. But the student body's been great. It's been fun in school. It's our 2nd pep rally of the school year, and the fans, the alumni, everyone's coming back. Facebook messages, Twitter, everything's kind of buzzing. So it's fun times here at the high school.
So you have 7 seniors on the team now who played as sophomores in the 2012 season. That season, you guys had only 2 wins. So that could be really hard on a player. Do you think that season may help motivate them to become leaders and really get you guys the boost you needed this season?
Without question, there's no substitute for experience. And we also had a freshman quarterback that started for us. So for us, we knew we were going to take our lumps as coaches. And I knew it for myself being a head guy, and I had to deal with it. We had to deal with a lot. You had to deal with a lot of scrutiny and criticism. And overall, I thought that if we continue to develop the boys in the right manner, that we had a shot their junior and senior years to be pretty successful, and it's coming to fruition right now.
You played football at the University of Michigan, in the NFL, and in the World League. Do you think that experience has helped translate into your coaching experience?
I do. I think the biggest thing is my kids, where they want to go, I've been. A lot of them want to play at the next level, and there's a recipe of doing things. There's a right way of doing things. And I think my experience alone, playing at the University of Michigan, playing in the NFL and having that experience, you can come back and, and they know some of the guys I hang around, some of the guys. Matthew Stafford comes to some of our games. Calvin's been at a couple of our games. So those guys know, those guys come in there, and that speaks volumes.
You mentioned a lot of the players' goals being playing at the next level. For those players, obviously not all of them are going to be able to do that, but what kind of other life lessons do you try to instill in these players that will be valuable in other aspects of their life?
We try to teach them about adversity. We coach them hard. We try to, make things seem that it's not as good as they are. But at the end of the day, we're always putting our arms around them, letting them know everything's going to be good, trusting us. We're going to try to, motivate you and help you reach some of your goals in life. But I think the most important is we try to emphasize the importance of education. Academics has to come first. And, a lot of the boys are buying into what we're trying to do. And, you're a student athlete. Student comes before the athlete. So I think, if we can continue to push that and emphasize that, then we're going to build a stronger student athlete.
What are some of the motivating factors? Is there a required GPA? Is there rewards for doing better as a student? What are some of the things you guys try to do to emphasize that?
We definitely honor our seniors, well, not just our seniors, but all of our kids, with academic success. I think the most important thing is most of them want to play at the next level, and you can't play at the next level if you don't have grades. And that's something that we hammering home, and you're going to continue to go through that, and you're going to continue to motivate the kids and whatnot, but I think they have goals for themselves. And in order to reach your goals, you have to have an academic platform to fall back on.
Character issues have been a rising problem in not only the college level, but the pro level as well. What kind of things do you do to ensure a certain level of maturity in your players on and off the field?
We always talk about begin with the end in mind. Before every action has a consequence. Before you do anything, whether it's a positive or negative action, think about what you're going to do. These kids some of them are, close to being 18. Some of them are 14-year-olds. We have a freshman that we moved up on varsity for playoffs. So, there's going to be mistakes that's made, but think about your actions.
Can you explain some of your proud accomplishments so far?
Everyone would say it's probably flipping the record around, but me, it's probably flipping the GPAs. It was one of the things was when I first got here, our last playoff experience was 2008, and usually when you have a playoff team, means you have a lot of college, student athletes, and we really didn't because academically they weren't challenged. And I think now, right now we're on board to have maybe 6 or 7 kids that receive scholarships because they're handling their business in the class, on and off the classroom.
Well, thanks for your time, Ron. We really appreciate having you out.
Thanks for having me.
Joining me now is Principal Pat Watson. How are you doing today, Pat?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing very good. So you've been serving the West Bloomfield community since 1994. Can you walk us through the process to getting to where you are now?
Well, I was first hired as a teacher in 1994, and from 1994 until 2010, I taught American history and AP psychology. Then in 2010, an administrative position came open for the assistant principal athletic director job, and I was very fortunate to get that position. And I enjoyed that position for the last 4 years. And then our principal at the time, Tom Shelton, took a job in a different district, which opened up the opportunity here for me at West Bloomfield High School. And I was very honored to be appointed to the position of principal of the high school.
What do you think being on a football team and a successful football team means to a student in their high school career?
Well, it's America's sport. It's the most popular sport in our country. And for us to have a winning football team after struggling for so long, and I mean decades we've struggled, it's brought a lot of school spirit, it's brought a lot of alumni back, and it's really been a great way to kick off a new school year.
Your student athletes have also been performing very well academically. How important is that to West Bloomfield?
That's the most important thing. We pride ourselves on academic achievement first. We have numerous teams. We had 8 teams last year that earned academic All-State, including the girls varsity soccer team, which had a team GPA of 3.99. There was only 1 girl on the team below a 3.8, which is amazing. The football team has done a great job as well. When Coach Bellamy took over the program, we had a lot of students that struggled. We had over 40 students that were ineligible and unable to play. This year, I'm proud to say that we did not have 1 student that was ineligible, and our team GPA is approaching a 3.0, and that's the real story. Everyone wants to talk about the success on the field, and that's great. Winning's fun. I get that. I've been involved in sports all my life. But what's at the end of the road? What's the next step? And that's going on to be successful in life. And we have success story after success story. The students that have used their grades and their athletic ability to get in schools like Harvard, MIT, Washington University, Johns Hopkins, Emory. And so we show them those success stories. And they know the higher their GPA, the more opportunities they're going to have.
Well, that's really great. I wish you continued success for you and your students. I'd like to thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for having us.
Good luck.
Thank you.